Luckin Coffee eyes Taiwan launch. Abu Dhabi authorities detain Taiwanese traveler. Government urged to balance domestic and overseas travel. Trump wades into China and Japan's escalating dispute over Taiwan. South Korean man gets life sentence over sexual exploitation. Ethiopian volcano erupts after 12,000 years. Once in 300 years rain hits Thai city. Jakarta is the new world's largest city.
Hello, I'm Johnny. Thank you for joining us on Funny News. It's Thursday, November 27th, Thanksgiving Day, and here are your top stories. And for today's Taiwan news, China's top coffee chain Luckin Coffee, often called the Chinese Starbucks, is rumored to be opening its first Taiwan store on December 20th on Nanjing East Road in Taipei. Photos show a storefront under construction beside Starbucks. Although Luckin has not announced a Taiwan plan, it has registered its trademark locally and now operates over 29,000 stores worldwide. A Taiwanese man surnamed Chen was reportedly detained at Abu Dhabi airport while transferring to a flight to Istanbul for a tour on November 23rd. His wife, Ms. Yan, appealed for help. Taiwan's Ministry of Foreign Affairs said its Dubai office is coordinating with local authorities to clarify the situation and provide assistance to the citizen. Taiwan's government plans weekday domestic travel discounts starting March 2026. However, tensions with China and encouragement from President Lai and Foreign Minister Lin for Taiwanese to visit Japan upset local tourism operators. Industry insiders say Japan is already the top overseas destination, urging the government to also invite Japanese tourists to Taiwan to support domestic travel. And in global news, President Donald Trump has spoken with the leaders of U.S. ally Japan and rival superpower China amid their escalating dispute over Taiwan. Trump's surprise call on Monday with his Chinese counterpart Xi Jinping was followed by a call with Japanese Prime Minister Sanae Takaichi, who angered China earlier this month with comments on the Beijing claimed island democracy. Both China and Japan said Trump initiated the calls, which the White House has not confirmed.
China criticized Japan's plan to deploy missiles on an island near Taiwan as a deliberate attempt to create regional tension and provoke military confrontation, while Japan scrambled a fighter jet after detecting a Chinese drone flying between Taiwan and the Japanese island of Yonaguni. Although Takaichi has refused Beijing's demands that she retract her erroneous remarks, her government says Japan's policy on Taiwan has not changed and that it continues to support a peaceful resolution to the issue. Trump's ambassador to Japan, George Glass, has said Tokyo can count on U.S. support in the face of Chinese coercion. Takaichi said Tuesday that she reaffirmed Japan's close cooperation with the U.S. in her call with Trump, which she said he initiated.
A 33-year-old South Korean man was sentenced to life in prison for running an online blackmail ring that sexually exploited or abused 261 victims, including more than a dozen minors he raped or assaulted, over a 4-year period before his arrest in January. The Seoul Central District Court said the severity of Kim Nak-won's crimes warrants his permanent isolation from society. It also sentenced 10 accomplices to prison terms ranging from 2 to 4 years in what law enforcement authorities describe as the country's largest cybersex crime case to date.
Starting around August 2020, Kim targeted women who posted sexually suggestive content on social media and men attempting to join secret Telegram chat rooms that shared digitally manipulated sexual images of acquaintances. He threatened to expose them and coerced them into recruiting new victims, forming a pyramid-like blackmail ring on the app that produced and shared manipulated sexual images of their targets, most of whom were minors. He created roughly 1,700 sexually exploitative images or videos targeting about 70 victims, disseminating around 260 of them online to threaten those who refused to cooperate, and also attempted to blackmail some of the victims' family members and colleagues.
A long-dormant volcano erupted in northern Ethiopia over the weekend, sending ash plumes across the Red Sea toward Yemen and Oman. The Haile-Gubi volcano in the Afar region erupted on Sunday morning, leaving the neighboring village of Efdera covered in dust. A local administrator said there were no casualties, but the eruption could have economic implications for the local community of livestock herders.
Said said that there was no previous record of an eruption by the Haile-Gubi volcano, and that he fears for the livelihoods of residents. He said, while no human lives or livestock have been lost so far, many villages have been covered in ash and as a result, their animals have little to eat. The Toulouse Volcanic Ash Advisory Center in France also reported the eruption, which it observed through satellite imagery. The Afar region is prone to earthquakes, and a resident, Ahmed Abdallah, said he heard a loud sound and what he described as a shockwave. Local authorities shared photos and videos of a towering ash plume rising from the volcano.
Parts of Thailand are battling record floods, which have killed at least 18 people and prompted authorities to deploy military ships and helicopters to support relief efforts. The deluge has hit 10 provinces across the country's south over the past week, with the city of Hat Yat, a business hub bordering Malaysia, recording its heaviest rainfall in 300 years, 335 millimeters in a single day. Photos show vehicles and houses submerged in the city, while desperate residents await rescue on their rooftops.
Relentless rains have also ravaged neighboring countries. In Vietnam, the death toll has risen to 91 in a week, while in Malaysia, more than 19,000 people have been forced from their homes. More than 2 million people in Thailand have been affected by the floods, but only 13,000 have been moved to shelters. The Thai military, which has been put in charge of tackling the crisis, said it is preparing to dispatch an aircraft carrier and a flotilla of 14 boats loaded with relief supplies, along with field kitchens that are said to be able to deliver 3,000 meals a day. The cabinet on Tuesday declared Songkhla a disaster zone, freeing up funds for relief. However, many people remain stranded amid the rising waters.
The world has a new most populous city. Indonesia's capital, Jakarta, tops a ranking that is increasingly dominated by Asia. It edged out Bangladesh's capital, Dhaka, and Japan's Tokyo to earn the title in a new United Nations report. With an estimated population of nearly 42 million residents, Jakarta soared from 33rd place in the previous rankings in 2018, when Tokyo was at the top. Jakarta is followed by Dhaka with 36 million, which the report says is expected to become the world's largest city by mid-century.
The new ranking highlights the rapid changes unfolding across the globe, driven by the rise of densely populated megacities. According to the World Urbanization Prospects 2025 report, nearly half of the planet's 8.2 billion people now live in cities, marking a twofold increase in urban populations over the past 75 years. 9 of the world's 10 most populated cities are located in Asia, with the only exception being Egypt's capital, Cairo, which ranked 7th with a population of 25 million. The other cities in the top 10 are New Delhi, 30.2 million, Shanghai, 29.6 million, Guangzhou, 27.6 million, Manila, 24.7 million, Kolkata, 22.5 million, and Seoul, 22.5 million.
The answer for yesterday was B, blatant. His blatant disregard for the rules shocked everyone. Did you answer correctly? Now let's delve into today's news. Trump wades into China and Japan's escalating dispute over Taiwan. Number 1, initiate. 开始发起创始. The government initiated a new health program for rural areas. Number 2, erroneous. 错误的，不正确的. The scientist corrected his erroneous calculations before publishing the paper. Number 3, scramble. 紧急调动，争夺. Japan scrambled fighter jets after detecting an unidentified aircraft. Next, we have a multiple choice question for everyone to practice. Which answer would you choose? You can write your answer in the comment section. The correct answer will be announced tomorrow. The origins of Thanksgiving date back to the 1620s, when a group of English settlers known as the Pilgrims arrived in what is now Massachusetts. After a harsh winter, they harvested a successful crop with help from the Wampanoag Native Americans. In gratitude, the Pilgrims held a feast to give thanks for their survival and the food they had, an event often considered the first Thanksgiving. And that's all for today's FUNDAY News. Be sure to tune in to FUNDAY News from Monday to Friday and click the link below to join FUNDAY for free. I'm Johnny Wu, your host. I'll see you next time.